Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Dawn Huffy, and I am a network marketer with a company called LifeWave. This is the company with the amazing phototherapy patches. This is a 20-year-old company. It started in 2004, and we are celebrating our 20th year this year. We are growing exponentially, especially since 2019, because that is when the X39 patch was released. And this is the patch that does so many things for different systems of the body. And the main thing that it does is that it helps our regenerative cells work and function properly. David Schmidt is the CEO and the inventor of these patches, and he created the patches with the intention to help humanity. I love that intention, and it lines up with me because I really have a heart to help people with their health, and actually in many other ways too. But for our purposes today, I really am focusing on the health aspect. We really do need help because we are being bombarded every single day from toxins in the air, in the water, in the food, in the medications, in the shots. We are absolutely bombarded, and our bodies are overloaded and having great struggle in overcoming this toxic overload. And these patches help our bodies function so much better and to kick out a lot of this junk that we have coming right at us. Now, LifeWave has 10 different patches for people and 1 patch for horses. I'm going to focus on the X39 patch because it is our best-selling patch. It's actually 80% of LifeWave sales. So you can see how the company has grown so much since 2019, because those years before we didn't have that. And since it's come out, it's 80% of our sales. I want to show you the patch so you can see what it looks like. It looks like a little round Band-Aid. If you flip it over, it'll have the name of the patch on the back, and there is a slit on the back. So you just bend it, and then you peel this side, peel that side, and then stick it on the body anywhere. Doesn't matter where you stick it, but as soon as you stick it on your body, it's activated. It goes to work. So this patch is activated. That's because my body heat is activating it. A lot of people really want to know what the ingredients are in the patch. It's a non-transdermal patch, which means that no ingredients from the patch go into the body. When you put it on, your body heat hits this centerpiece. I don't know if you can actually see it, but there's a centerpiece, and then the outer piece is the sticky part that holds it to your body. But our body heat hits that crystalline lattice structure in the center of the patch, and then a wavelength is reflected back into the body, and that wavelength has the capability to make changes in the body. And this is called photobiomodulation. It's a very big, long word, but we'll break it down and make it nice and simple. Photo means light, body means bio means the body, and modulation means to make a change. There's an example that I want to give you of photobiomodulation that everybody can relate to, and that is with the sun. So we have a light source. Our body heat is like a light source. It's body light or body heat, however you want to phrase it. So the sun is a light source. It hits our skin and it makes changes. One of the changes is that we make vitamin D. Another change is that we make melanin. So this is the premise of what takes place as far as how the patches work. This structure in the center is made up of molecular amino acids, oxygen, sugars, salts, and water. Each specific patch has a different configuration of that crystalline lattice structure because it does a different action in the body. This is the envelope, the large envelope that your patches will come in. It's beautiful packaging. Within that blue envelope, you will get this smaller envelope. It's called the sleeve, and you have your 30-day supply of your X39 patches. You will also get an instruction booklet. On the last page, there are 2 pictures, and these are the recommended spots to wear the X39 patch. The first picture on the top is placing the patch at the back of your neck. If you tip your head forward, there's a vertebrae that bumps out, and that's cervical vertebrae number 7. So you just put it right on that spot, or you can wear it 2 fingers below the belly button. If you remember, I said earlier, you can wear the patch anywhere you want because the body light is emanating from every part of our body. The reason we have 2 spots that are recommended is because when the clinical studies were done on X39, these are the 2 positions where the patch was placed. So this is just called the recommended place. Now, if you have a sore shoulder or if you have a sore knee, put the patch on the area of concern. Lots of people get rapid results when they do that. You will also get an information booklet. Within these pages, you will see all of these little blue dots, and that is just bullet pointing some of the results that you can look for. And I want to share some of them with you. The first one is rapid pain relief. I experienced this on the first day that I was patching. It was such a miracle for me. I had a car accident in 2019, and I had horrible back pain, just terrible back pain. I could not recover from the pain. I didn't know why. I couldn't understand it until last year when I started patching and learning about what goes on as far as these regenerative cells. So as we age, these cells age too. They get lazy, they get dormant, they get stagnant, and so they can't repair like they're meant to. But with this patch, that all changes because it activates those regenerative cells to get to work, to get to doing their job. And so on day 1, my pain level was at an 8, with 10 being the worst, from 1 to 10. And about 4 hours into the day, I was just sitting on the couch and I had the thought, I think my back might be feeling better. So I started moving around, and yes, it was so much better. The pain level came down to a 3. After 4 years of intense back pain and not being able to do so many different tasks, and when I did effort to do them, I would end up suffering worse than ever. I got relief. Now, I don't know if you'll get relief on day 1, but just stay with it and it'll come. The second result you can look for is reduced inflammation. I think most of us know that when we have some disease process going on, our inflammation levels are high. So bringing down inflammation is a huge benefit. The third thing that you can look for is supportive wound healing. And why would that be? Well, this patch, remember I said that it has a lot of broad things that it will do for the body. And one thing that it does is that it boosts up our immune system. Yes, it does. You will get increased energy and vitality, more mental clarity. Your sports performance will be enhanced. You will also probably notice faster recovery from exercise. And another thing you can look for is improved skin appearance. And that is because our collagen levels get raised up when we start patching with the X39 patch. Another thing that I hear from people, and mostly women, because a lot of the people that I have in my team that are patching are women, but they tell me that their mood is just so much better. They experience more joy and more happiness. And our body's functioning better. It's cleaning up the brain for more mental clarity. And along with that, your mood improves. This is an absolute phenomenal benefit. Okay, that is so great. Now, I want to talk about the way to wear the patch. We wear the patch for 12 hours and then we take it off and we leave our body with no patch for 12 hours. So we patch for 12 hours, we're off the patch for 12 hours. The next morning, then you get up and put on a new patch. So that's why you get a 30-day supply. So this is 1 month. Each day you wake up, do the same thing, put a new patch on. You can rotate it around wherever you want in your body and just keep up that routine. Now, a lot of people, maybe not a lot, but some people have a problem remembering to put their patch on. There are certain days I forget, but if you put it by something that you're already doing every day, like brushing your teeth, so put your patches by your toothbrush. If they're tied together, then you're more likely to remember to get that patch on your body. Some people think, oh, if it's doing all these great things, why can't I just wear it 24 hours a day? No, that premise does not work. What happens if you wear it constantly is that your body starts to ignore the signal from the patch. So it is crucial and so important that you only wear it for 12 hours and then take it off and give your body a nice rest. Next, I want to talk about my friend Peg and her journey with the X39. Now, I started patching in March of 2023, and I was so thrilled with the results. So I was telling everybody I care about, anybody I saw that was having health issues, I would tell them about it. And of course, I told my friend Peg about it, and she ordered right away. She got on auto ship, which allows you to buy at wholesale price, which is wonderful. And some of the issues that she was having at that time were, first of all, she had severe pain in her leg. Secondly, she had dementia going on. She's around 70 years old. And so I'm seeing my friend kind of fade into the dementia fog. They're just vacant. And that's really hard to watch someone go that direction. So that's another thing that she had going on. Trying to think of some other things that she told me about, because I would go, because we meet every week for Bible study. Sometimes we miss, but I was seeing the results. I could see the light come on in her eyes. I could see that she was more present. I could see the joy come into her whole beingness. It was fabulous to watch. Now, it got to be March of this year, and she decided to stop patching. I was so disappointed, and I thought, well, I can't make her patch. It's her choice. Oftentimes when we get used to the new changes, we kind of forget all of the ailments that we had before we started patching. And we kind of start to discount, oh, I don't think it's really doing that much. And, we just kind of discount what's going on because you've forgotten the results that it's given you. So over the months, like April, May, June, I watched my friend decline. It was so hard to watch. She started to fade back into that dementia fog. She started to shuffle her feet because she has Parkinson's going on too. So when she walked, she would shuffle, and no affect, no emotion. She just was like no emotion anymore. The light went out of her eyes. The last few weeks, she hasn't been able to even sit through our Bible study. She has to stand up because she has so much sciatic pain. And finally, last week, I said, what are you doing? I'm watching. I was so afraid to say something to her because I didn't want her to get mad at me. At the same time, I didn't want to lose my friend into dementia because she was disappearing at a very rapid rate. And I finally started saying some things that I was noticing. And she said, I'm going to order it this afternoon. I said, okay, great. So she ordered it last Friday. And so today we have our Bible study on Friday. So I went to her house and I said, did you get your patches? And she said, yeah, they came yesterday. I said, well, great. Did you start patching? And she said, no, I'm going to wait till Monday. And I said, why? Why? I said, let's get that patch on you right now. And I really had to be a little forceful with her. And she had her reasoning, it's like, get the patch on you today. So she went and put it on. This was about 10 o'clock. So as we went along with our Bible study, we're both sitting down. And she said, oh, I have to stand up. She said, the pain, is there again. And so she stood up and she said, but it's not as severe as it used to be. So she's already noticing her pain level isn't as intense as it was before she got that patch on. And then I think she stood up for a little while. I can't remember. She might have stood up twice, maybe just for a few minutes, but then she sat for the rest of the time. Now, last week, she stood like 90% of the time. This time she sat for 90% of the time. So there's a huge improvement. Now, before she started patching today, we were standing there talking and she is weaving and bobbing all over the place. She's standing with her feet firm, planted, but she's weaving and bobbing. And I'm just like, I've seen this over the weeks and I'm thinking, does she even know she's weaving all over the place? Is she going to fall over? Oh my Lord. I just was like, finally, I said something. I said, do you know that you're weaving all over the place? That your balance is just so off? And she said, well, she didn't really think she noticed it. And I thought, how can you not notice that you are going this? She's moving a couple inches. She's just, oh my. Okay, so that was going on. Now, I want to tell you what happened after the hour and a half of our Bible study. And she's had the patch on for an hour and a half. And we're visiting afterwards, standing over by her kitchen sink. And she is as steady as I am. She's not weaving. She's not bobbling. And I said, Peg, you're not weaving and bobbing all over the place. I said, you're standing completely still. That is from the X39 patch. And she's like, oh, I could also see the light come back into her eyes. And she walked me out to my car and the joy, she finally started to get some of the emotional expression back. She's been like flat in her emotions for weeks and weeks and weeks. And she had the biggest smile on her face. And I said, hey, I said, I can just see you have this big smile on your face. What are you feeling? And she really said, I'm feeling joy. I'm feeling this happiness. This is all just in an hour and a half with this miraculous patch. This patch changes lives. I am so blessed and so grateful to have been able to see the results of her getting back on that patch today. Now, for me, I also have a motive that I want her to be present. I want her to not fade away into this big dementia stupor. And that's what it is, because they can't function properly because their brain isn't functioning properly. And I want her to remain as a friend where I can have these amazing Bible studies, where we can have these amazing discussions. And I can have a connection with her. When people are in that dementia state, you can't connect with them because they're not even connected to themselves. Their brain is declining at such a rate that they're just getting lost in dementia. So I am so relieved and so happy to share this amazing testimonial with you about my friend Peg. Now, I want to talk about how you can get started on the patch. You can become a customer or you can become a brand partner. Now, when you're a brand partner like I am, that means that you are able to do the business side. You're able to make money, which is absolutely wonderful. The compensation plan is phenomenal. So either way, as a customer or a brand partner, you are able to get the wholesale pricing, which is huge. For the X39, if you are just a retail customer, you're going to be paying $149.95 for a month's supply. When you are a customer or a brand partner, you pay $99.95. That's $50 savings. $50. That's huge. I started out as a customer. My friend Jen called me. She lives in South Carolina. And she's like, Dawn, I just found out about these patches. I've been on them and my mom is having results and I'm having results and my dad's having results. And I said, sign me up, because I was in so much pain. Remember? Car accident? Yeah. I said, sign me up. But I want to start as a customer because I want to know that this product really works. I've been in network marketing companies before. I love getting compensated for sharing the products with others, but I wanted to know, what is it going to do for me? Am I really going to stand behind this product when I'm sharing it with other people? So I started as a customer, and after 2 weeks, because I saw other results, I was not able for about 3 months to climb upstairs with my left leg. There was something catching in there. And I thought, if that thing in there snaps, I'm going to be in serious trouble. And I do everything I can to avoid doctors because I do not want the drugs. I don't want the surgery. And that's pretty much what they have to offer you. And so it was probably a couple days into patching. Again, I had the intuitive thought, I think I might be able to climb some steps. So I took 1 or 2 steps up with my left leg, and it did it without catching. And I thought, that's enough. That's enough for today. And each day I kept increasing by a couple steps. And within just days, I was climbing up the steps and I was climbing down the steps without any problems. When I would come down the steps, I would have to come down the opposite way. I think I had to come down with my right foot and then like kind of just step down with the left. And I couldn't lead with the left foot. So I was able to go up and down steps within a matter of days, and it has never caught since. I routinely climb the steps as part of my exercise routine because I'm so grateful to have the ability to walk up steps. I lost so much muscle tone because I'm in my 60s, and not being able to climb steps over those 3 months, I lost a lot of muscle tone. And so that was not good at all for me. I lost strength. Now I'm building that all back up again. So that was another thing I saw. One other thing I saw within probably a week is that I was sleeping deeper. That was huge for me. My sleep was an absolute mess because I had so much stress in my life. And so that was a problem. Now, at about 3 months, I did start sleeping in longer stretches. I used to wake up every couple hours, and we all know that's not good for us. Now I'm getting nice, big, long stretches of sleep, 7 hours, 8 hours. I even one night got 9 hours, and I woke up and I thought, I can't even believe that I slept that long. Yes. So 2 ways to get the X39 patch: by becoming a customer or a brand partner. And when you do that choice, either one of those choices, you go on auto ship. That is part of getting the wholesale pricing. So you commit to an auto ship. Of course, you can cancel it if you want, just like my friend Peg did. I have had several people cancel and they come back around because they say, I need to get back on it because I am suffering with the same stuff I was suffering before. They recognize, oh, that's right, I had that before I was patching. And they kind of forgot about it because when we get back into our normal lives, things are functioning good. We don't need to think about the ailments that we used to have. So, is there anything else I want to tell you? I think that's everything. Now, I am going to leave my email below this video so you can get in touch with me. I can get you signed up and get you feeling more vibrant, more healthy, more vigorous, happier. This patch changes lives. It absolutely does. All right, I think that's everything for today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you.